Hello and welcome to Biodynamics for everyone. This is the third video in a series of 4, and today we are talking about fruit trees, and I want to share a story of 3 years with a peach tree where I live here. I moved to this land in October 2021. It's now the 31st of March 2025, so it's been 3 years and 3 months. And when I first moved here, there were these peach trees with these teeny tiny little peaches. Now, I've never had peaches before, so it was really exciting. And I kind of made that song, a bit of a theme song, moving to the country, gonna eat a lot of peaches. And watching these peaches get bigger and bigger and bigger, it was kind of reminiscent of like when I was pregnant and having this baby growing, getting bigger and bigger and bigger. So, in summary, before we get into the different preparations that I'm just going to touch on, here's the list of what I have used, kind of like a recipe for delicious peaches. So, we've got 501 for enhanced photosynthesis and delicious flavor. There's much more to read about 501. Every person I talk to has a different way of describing it. So, please dive deeper. 508 is the equisetum preparation, and I think of this as being a great assistant in preventing fungal issues like in the peaches, the leaf curl, and the brown rot. Tree paste, I think of as a winter spa treatment. And again, it's got the 508 in it, which helps prevent the fungal issues, but it's also like feeding the tree through the bark layer and just a lovely way to look after the tree. BD 500, the horn manure preparation, is used across the whole property twice a year, spring and autumn. CPP, the cowpat pit preparation, I have used regularly, mostly when planting herbs and small flowers. When else do I use CPP? Into my potting mix. Biodynamic compost preparations have gone into the hot compost piles, and of course there's companion planting. And I did a quick Google search for companion plants for peach trees and found this list with garlic, chives, lavender, nasturtiums, tansy, dill, hyssop, yarrow, borage, and marigolds. But I think this is a really fun thing to just be intuitive. Talk to the peach tree, ask it what it wants, imagine what colors you want underneath it. Yeah, so on we go with this peach tree. So I live in Whangarata. It's North Waikato here in Aotearoa, New Zealand. It's halfway between Pōkeno and Tuakau, the two nearest towns, and kind of halfway between Auckland and Hamilton. So that might help you get a sense of the geography of these peach trees. And this area, when I've looked into the history of Tuakau, we were famous for peaches back when trading was river-based. So you can see the Waikato River in that map on the right. A little map of the property here. Sorry, it's so fuzzy, but roughly you can see the house, the garage, the shed. The first tree to bear fruit each year is by the garage. I think that gets heat bouncing off the garage, more light perhaps. The second tree is over by the house, and I see this outside the window of my study, and it's the one that I talk to in my nature communication practice. And then there's a third peach tree a little bit further back. It gets the least light, but I wonder if that lower light is why I get this kind of, first this one, then that one, and then the third one. Here are pictures of those 3 trees. So the garage here on the left, and this peach is growing kind of to the left of it. There's a great big camellia and another native tree that I want to say, does it shelter it or does it push it outwards? The second one, this is my favorite peach tree of the 3, and then the third one is kind of tucked in under the oak. So it has been 3 seasons of just all I can eat peaches from sort of early February, no, late February, although it started early this year through till mid to late March. I have dried them, I have stewed them, I've made jams, I think I've tested every possible recipe. I've given them away to friends. It's been a lot of fun. So when I first moved here, this section of the garden felt like it had been freshly sprayed with glyphosate to clean up for new owners. And one of the first things I did was set up a compost classroom down the side wall. I got this up to 5 pallet bays. And then under the peach tree, oops, that semicircle, I started with daffodils and sorrel, and then I added those other companion plants bit by bit, building this garden bed out and planting along the fence line as well. First year, I noticed a lot of brown rot, and it was like, what do we do about this? And not being someone to go to the garden centre, ask for chemicals, I just thought, you know what, it's no big deal. There are more peaches than I can eat. And I focused on looking after the soil, making lots of compost, and exploring those biodynamic remedies like the 508. When do I want to use that? Here is autumn, and these pictures have mixed up from year 1, year 2, year 3. I can't remember which was which. But yeah, so much fun. Winter, this was an amazing experience of using the tree paste recipe. I took it from the Rolita gardening book, and digging up clay from this land here, cow manure from the cows that were grazing on the paddock at the bottom, and making this slurry. I have 3 peach trees. Trying to think what other trees I used. I think that's all that I used in my little section, but my landlords have probably 20 fruit trees and have bought an additional maybe 200. So every fruit tree possible got painted with the biodynamic tree paste. Spring, beautiful sort of celebration of the light increasing, and just this tree being covered in pink blossoms. And then I put summer here, but really I think it would be wise to consult with an orchardist, biodynamic orchardist, or a wine grower to figure out when the best timing is to apply the 501. So it's the 501 is horn silica preparation. It's crushed quartz crystal that is packed into a horn, buried underground through the summer months. So it's put down in spring, dug up in autumn, and you only need a teeny little pinch of it for a home garden. So I think the single portion I bought from the Biodynamic Association was maybe 1/4 teaspoon, and that was more than enough to do the 3-acre food forest here. And it's stirred before the sun comes up, stirred for an hour so that it gets sprayed in this fine mist in the first light of the day. Okay, so reviewing the strategy here, the winter tree paste, the early spring 501 horn silica spray, and then the equisetum. The equisetum can be quite sort of regular in application. I've been told to do it after there's heavy rain, do it around the full moon when there's more moisture. I know some people do moon opposite Saturn. Try a few different things, talk to a few different people, and tune in with the tree itself. Number 4 here, 500 horn manure, stir over the whole property spring and autumn. CPP applied regularly, and the CPP is actually being made maybe 5 meters from the peach tree, which is really lovely how close that is. The biodynamic compost preparations get used regularly, and then the companion planting. So I wanted this video to be a sense of how you can use all the preparations with one special plant. And this is a bit of fun. I bought a supermarket peach, tested the Brix levels, got 10.2. It wasn't a bad peach, like it was edible. I've tasted worse, but then the same period of time, picked one of the peaches off the trees here, 19.7. And I think the sort of unofficial Brix levels, the 18 was like an excellent peach, and I think 12 was a poor quality. I think it went 12, 14, 16, 18 from like poor, average, good, and then excellent. So the supermarket peach was below average, and the homegrown peach was off the charts. I hope this image here is inspiration enough to give the biodynamic preparations a try in your garden. So to sum up, my belief is when the soil is healthy, plants are healthy, and when trees are healthy, strong, resilient, then their fruit is delicious and disease is rare. So how that looks practically is this menu of natural remedies to use in a home garden. These are not just limited to commercial use. So let's start using them, particularly the tree paste, the CPP, the 508, really simple. 501 is a bit of a discipline, getting up in the dark. But gosh, when you taste that kind of improved flavor, it's worth the effort. So a little bit about me to close. My name is Katrina Wolff. My business is Blue Borage. I teach mainly biodynamic composting, circular gardening, circular property maintenance, holistic weed management. I was a member of the Biodynamic Association Council for 3 years, and also a mother, a grandmother, a musician, a linguist, student of Huapara Kore and Araranga. And I'm someone who uses a wide range of modalities in my work, from human design to astrology and nature communication. I'm hard of hearing, highly sensitive, and probably on the autistic spectrum. So sitting in that neurodivergent space. And to learn more about my work, head to blueborage.co.nz. But this is a gift for the Biodynamic Association, and there's another video coming up to close off the series. Thank you for being here.